Hello, Unturned fans. Thought I'd make a short video recording. This is Equinox 71. I thought I'd make a short recording talking about what do you need to get close to God mode in Unturned. There is no God mode in Unturned, but you can change your settings so you can play like me and be very survivable. About the only thing that can kill me is being dissolved. Um, I can be beat up pretty bad and still recover. Um, but I can get dissolved by the spitters, so I do have to watch out for that. But it wasn't easy to get there, and there wasn't really a guide to do that, so I thought I'd make one. Um, okay, so what's the first thing you have to do? You have to change a bunch of settings in Unturned. Single player settings, you have to check cheats enabled. I couldn't do anything without cheats. And if you don't want to cheat, don't watch this video. So, um, if you didn't want to cheat, you wouldn't be looking at a God mode anyway. Go to advanced. And I'm going to slowly scroll through these options so you can see them. Sometimes you can't see with the stuff in the background. So for items, okay, you might have to use freeze screen so you get some of them. Some of them are totally unchanged from the original, and some are really changed from the original. Okay, I has durability on stuff. Weapons have durability. Clothing has durability. Um, okay, so vehicles. I've changed the decay time on that, I'm pretty sure, because it's really, really high. I've changed a bunch of these, so you just have to go through and look. Armor multiplier is really high, and I've lowered some of them too. And there is no guide on how you should raise and lower some of these. Um, I can take a look at what they are. Okay. So I'm just scrolling through slowly. The most important ones are the changes I made to the zombies. Spawn chance, loot chance, crawler chance, stuff like that. I used to have no chance at all. After I got powerful, I decided I wanted more zombies. So these are actually up from the originals. So, okay. So I'm letting you take a look at these. Look at the brown on the top. It's probably the best place to see them. Okay. I also changed it to can stun, I believe, which is important. Okay, animals, I don't recall I did anything with. Barricades I left alone. Structures I left alone because I don't really care about those things. Players, that's the biggie. Okay, so health default changed, health regeneration ticks changed, food default changed, food use ticks changed, food damage changed. You're going to want to write down what your previous ones are unless um, I suppose you could always just re-download the game, but okay, armor multiplier, experience multiplier, I obviously increased a whole lot. My armor multiplier increased a whole lot. Decrease the NPC detection radius. Increase the bullet damage, all that stuff. So, okay. Okay, I unchecked lose clothes and on combat death, loot clothes on environment death. Those are all unchecked. Unchecked can hurt legs, can break legs. Check can fix legs. Checked, unchecked can start bleeding, because that's one of the things I died from a lot. Okay. Allow insta-kill headshots. That's important too. Okay. Events were not changed at all. In gameplay, somewhere in here, there's one that you don't lose your items after you die. And I believe, okay, this is the group stuff, so I don't think it has anything to do with it. I think back up here under, it's in these, yeah, lose weapons on combat death and lose environment, weapons on environment death. I have it set so I don't lose anything, because I don't lose my clothes, I don't lose my weapons when I die. What I do lose is experience, not experience, but I lose my experience, and I also lose my skills. I have to reset the skills if I die. So you'll have to do that. Okay, so going back here, we're going to go back to the outline. So what else do you need to do? You have to gear up. Okay. So there's new togs, Biohazard and Headlamp. Carry that stuff, arm up, an Alicepack. And okay, for the Biohazard suit, I've got the numbers here. Headlamp, I've got the numbers. Alicepack, I got the numbers. Okay. You have to have extra spots to put that stuff, so you have to equip the Alicepack earlier than you equip a lot of the rest of this stuff. So Alicepack has got a lot of pockets in it. Okay, so you want to arm up. Okay, so there's two different weapons I use mainly: the Shadow Stalker, which is a railgun, Shadow Stalker 2, which is a railgun, and the heavy machine gun. Here's the numbers on those. Okay. And those are a one or the other choice for me, because either I'm going to be sniping or I'm going to be in a melee. If I think I'm going to land in the middle of a bunch of zombies, I take the heavy machine gun, because the 50 rounds gives me more time to survive. Oh, I forgot on the Shadow Stalker. So on the Shadow Stalker, you get the rifle, and then you get the sight, and then you get the tactical laser. If you don't know how to apply those, I'll try to show you in the video. You hold down the T key while you're looking at the weapon on your keyboard. So, okay, and always get a chainsaw as your secondary weapon. It's your backup, okay? So that's your secondary weapon. So now you're armed up. So now you need to health up, and to do that, you start cheating by getting the MREs, and you see the give 81/5. That means you're getting 5 of each item if you put a slash behind it. Bottle energy, you're probably not going to use those. You will use the biohazard filters, I guarantee that, if you go into dead zones. And they only take up 1 slot, so I get a whole bunch of them. Okay, vaccines take up more slots, so I only get 8 of them. Blood bags are pretty big, I get 5 of them. So, okay, oh, and on the ammo, I was going to tell you the difference between the ammo for the heavy machine gun. That takes up 4 slots. The Shadow Stalker ammo takes up only 1 slot for 20 rounds. So you can get 15 ammo very easily. You can even get more than that, but I don't think you're probably going to go through 15 times 20 rounds very soon. And you can always re-cheat. It's just you don't want to re-cheat in the middle of battle. Okay, so safe up, and that's where you get your umbrella because uh, even if you're not going to break your legs when you jump off of things, it's good to have an umbrella to be able to control your fall and aim to where you want to go. So you equip the umbrella before you jump off of high places. Okay. Okay, then you want to hotkey up. Hotkeying is the ability to bring something up from the inventory with one key. You don't have to go into the inventory and select it and say equip. You just push a number. Okay, so there you just do that for things that are really important. Um, it's you open the inventory and select the item you want to hotkey, and then you press a number while it's opened. Okay, so the items I hotkey, only 6 are allowed. I do the mask filter on number 3. I mean, you can use different numbers if you want to, but you can't use 1 and 2 because those are your guns. So you start at 3. Mask filter, vaccine, MRE, blood bag, and the umbrella. You want to have the umbrella hotkeyed so when you jump out of things, you can just equip it right away. So by hitting the 7 key. 8 and 9, I don't think I use every single hotkey, but those are my biggies. Okay, then you skill up. To skill up, you go kill 1 or 2 zombies from the distance. If you've already changed your settings, you'll be getting thousands and millions of points from killing a couple of zombies. Lots and lots of experience points. And then you go into your settings uh, from a distance, so you're not standing there doing it in front of a bunch of zombies. And you go through the 3 tabs. One is for health, one is for combat skills. I can't remember. Oh, one is for crafting. You can do all 3. It really doesn't matter. You've got so many experience points, you can put them all to the max the first time you do it. Okay, so now you're ready to get out and get around. Teleport cheat, that's the one that'll get you places quickest, but beware, at least in some of the places, you're going to end up teleporting directly into a mob of zombies, which is kind of a problem. So if you teleport into a mob of zombies, probably it's machine gun time. There are ways around that. One of them I'll tell you about in a moment here. Other ways to get around vehicles, red quad, that's a 4-wheeled device. And the Russian APC is my favorite. It also goes in water, so you can just drive in and out of water if you're not teleporting. The APC is nice when you have to get into close places. Aircraft. Choppers are probably the way to go. They're a little bit more difficult to fly, but they will get you in and out of places. And my new favorite is the blimp. It's very easy to fly, and the control key, it basically got rid of my typing there, but the control key raises and lowers it after you spawn it. So it'll spawn and come down on the ground, and then you use the control key as a toggle to bring it up and down. Okay, so you'll enter the blimp from the bottom and you'll exit the blimp from the top, and that's where you're going to need your umbrella to control your falls. Like I said, if you've turned off the right things, your legs won't break, but it's important to control falls because you can also land in a bunch of zombies. Okay, so say you've killed everything and you're looking forward to seeing some more zombies because you're having such a good time killing them. Party time. Here's the horde beacon. If you put down a horde beacon, they come at you directly. They come from everywhere. They have red eyes, so they're really, really tough. And if you're on the ground, it's machine gun time. Quite handy. All right, so let's go to you can see how I am equipped. In this case, I've got the Shadow Stalker equipped. The Shadow Stalker has the sight on it. It has the laser on it. Okay, and I've got the hazmat. I also picked up one of the shields on one of the things. You don't have to do that.